Imagine standing in front of a customer, pulling out your phone, and in seconds showing them exactly what their new fence, driveway, or whatever you're constructing will look like when it's finished. No more guessing, no more, trust me, it'll look good. You can now literally show them live and help them choose which options will look best for them. You're essentially giving them the product and then taking it away, which will massively help you increase your conversions. Google just dropped a tool called Nano Banana inside Gemini, and it changes the game for contractors. Let me show you how. If you're new to the channel, I'm Josh Turner, a construction project manager who now helps construction companies utilize AI. If you want specific help for your business, book a completely free call in the link in the description. Now, I'm going to run through two examples, a driveway where we'll add a fence in real time and an old cracked driveway where we'll turn it brand new, putting new asphalt or maybe even concrete. And both of these, I'll show alternatives. These are the kind of tools that can help you close jobs faster, avoid disputes later, and upsell options on the spot. So let's jump into the demo. Now I'm inside Google Gemini. Now I'm on my desktop just so you can see it clearly on a video, but it's important to know that Gemini has an app you can download, which looks exactly the same, but it's on your phone. So it means you can do it right there and then when you're with a customer. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Tools, and you can see down here, there's a banana image. That's Google's new Nano Banana. So just select that and you're good to go. Then the next thing you want to do is either take a photo or upload a photo of the image you want to edit. So in this case, I'm going to upload a photo of a driveway without a fence. And then I'm simply going to prompt it to install a fence. And I want to show them what, in this case, a post and wire fence would look like on both sides. So you go ahead and then just hit enter, and it'll go away and start adding the fence. It usually takes less than 30 seconds, so we'll jump back once it's completed. Okay, cool. So you can see it's gone ahead and done that. It looks good. I mean, it's certainly a lot better than nothing, but you know what I think would look great is if we use something like an Oregon pine post and rail fence. Let's talk that through with the customer, and you can go back in. Now, I typically upload the original photo again because sometimes it can get confused if you just go straight through with the prompt. 9 times out of 10, it will probably work, but just to make sure that we don't have any issues while we're on site, I just upload it anyway. It doesn't take any extra time. Then I'm going to put in a new prompt, basically saying that I think the driveway looked great with an Oregon pine post and rail timber fence. So let's see what that looks like. And again, it will take less than 30 seconds and we'll come back once it's done. Yeah, so it's gone ahead and done that too. Now you can see that the Oregon pine post and rail looks much, much better. Obviously, it hasn't quite gone all the way back as far as it did with the post and wire, but it's still, it gives you a very clear idea of what it looks like. And this, compared to the original, looks so much better. So this would be a great thing to show the client and just how their new driveway could look. Okay, so let's jump into the next use case. This is going to be for resurfacing a driveway. So the same thing, we want to go to Tools, go to the Create Images with the banana logo, enable that, and then add files, upload file, or take a photo on your phone if you're using the app. And then we're going to want the cracked driveway this time. So let's get that uploaded. Now I'm going to use a very similar prompt to the one before, but obviously in this case, we're going to go ahead and change the driveway to some nice new asphalt. So let's see how that looks. So it's gone ahead and done that. And as you can see, it looks pretty good, but it's put these lines in at the top here. So all I would do in this instance is just give it another prompt. So there, I've gone ahead and told it to remove the lines at the top of the driveway that are coming out of the garage. Does this sometimes, sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not, but let's see if it can fix those up. Cool, and here it is. So those lines have been removed, and as you can see, it's a nice new asphalt driveway. Looks really sharp, and the customer can see exactly what they want. But let's just say maybe concrete might look a little bit better, or they're favoring that for whatever reason. So the same as we did with the fence before, we're actually going to upload the original image again, just to stop it getting confused, and put in a new prompt along the same lines of basically what would a concrete driveway look like. So let's take a look at that now. Yeah, so there it is. Here is the driveway in concrete. Looks great. And now it's really up to the customer to decide what looks best, but at least you can show them up front exactly how it will look once you've completed your work, and maybe even adjust like where the expansion lines are and things like that. Also, you could maybe put in a timber edge or add any features that the customer's talking about. It's such a cool way to be able to show the customer exactly what you want. It's a game changer. So why does this matter for your business? First, it builds instant trust. You set clear expectations up front, which means no arguments later about what the customer thought they were paying for. The second, you can give options on the spot. great for an upsell. Different fence style, different driveway finishes without needing another meeting or further back and forth. And once the customer sees the after version and then it disappears, they want it even more. And the urgency alone will boost the conversions. So if you're a contractor and you're not testing tools like this yet, you're leaving easy wins on the table. I'll keep sharing practical AI tips just like this. So hit subscribe. And if you want custom AI help for your company, there's a link in the description where you can book a one-on-one call for me. Thanks for watching.